European Rally Championship. Just 3 rounds remain in the fight for supremacy on the European stage. And after a trip to Rome, we're back on tarmac with the stages in Eastern Europe. Round 6 of the ERC takes us to the Czech Republic, and we're 300 kilometers from the capital Prague for the Barum Czech Rally Zlín. This is the final tarmac test of the season before 2 gravel rounds at the end of the year. It's a rally that's been on the calendar since the beginning of the championship, so a sort of warm welcome is always guaranteed by everybody taking part in the event and watching it. The action for the 2018 season has been dramatic from the word go across the different surfaces and landscapes of Europe. Even the contenders' finest drivers come unstuck from time to time. Russian rocket Alexei Lukyanuk started the season brilliantly with back-to-back wins in the Azores and the Canary Islands. And then the mission is on for his first ERC title. It's not easy. He and his co-driver Alexei Antonov were beaten by the tough gravel of the Acropolis Rally by a charging Bruno Magalhaes. The Portuguese crew got their first win of the season on the classic event in Greece. Then, an impressive entry list in Cyprus provided tough competition with the charging Dakar legend Nasser Al-Attiyah. But it was local hero Simos Galaterios stealing everyone's thunder and winning the event before he headed on to Rome and the asphalt. And back-to-back wins for the Russian crew have retaken the championship lead over Bruno Magalhaes. Only 9 points separate the top 2 in the championship, so it's all to play for in Zlín this weekend. Can Alexei do it one more time?
We know we are fast, but we had a really bad fortune in Cyprus and Greece, so now we're in the position we hope to be a bit earlier. For us it was always good to drive here. We can drive really fast, and if you believe the grip, which is quite high here normally. So yeah, proper rally to have a lot of fun.
It's difficult to fight with Alexei because he's very fast, as you know. I need to try to find a good setup and to get the confidence. So I hope I'm going in the right direction and try to make a good rally and score some points, of course.
But there'll be big competition out on the stage from a host of big names. 6-time rally winner Jan Kopecki is back on home soil to defend his incredible record win here in Zlín. And while the World Rally Championship winner and tarmac ace Dani Sordo will make his debut in the Hyundai i20.
I'm happy to come to this rally and try the car and to try to take a little bit of information for doing better in the car and to do some work. Okay, I know it will be difficult to fight with the people from here because they are really fast in this type of tarmacs, and also Skoda is quite fast, but we'll try to do our best and try to enjoy the weekend.
Derecha 5 muy rápida, Team Carril.
I'm in factory team of Skoda Motorsport, you know, and here in Czech, the target has to be always the same, you know, to win every single rally, and that's why we are here, because the team is really good. We have a huge support from them, and the car is perfect. So it would be for sure nice to win the Barum rally again this year, but with this weather it will not be easy.
the city of Zlín we go, and the streets begin to line with rally fans ahead of the event kicking off to see their heroes at the ceremonial start and the road picking selection. After the short qualifying stage, it was time for the start order selection of the rally, and fastest in QS was Nikolai Gryazin, who picked to go first on the road. Next up, it was Jan Kopecki. He decided to go second for the slot on tarmac, while our championship leader, Alexei Lukanov, chose to go third on the road. And a big welcome for the star attraction of Danny Sordo from the Czech fans at the start ceremony in the centre of Zlín. This is certainly not going to be an easy ride for the Spaniard this weekend as he mixes it up from the World Circuit to the European Championship and driving an R5 instead of a world car. And on Friday evening, it's the usual setup in Zlín. As daylight turns to dusk, thousands of rally fans line the streets of Zlín for the evening's super special stage, stage number 1 of 15 this weekend. 9.4 kilometres, causing some problems for many drivers. But finally, local hero Jan Kopecki was fastest through the first stage. Dramatic double puncher for Norbert Herzig. Rallying around the bus stop and over the railway tracks in the centre of Zlín. It's a real show opener to start this rally. Get everybody in the party mood for the weekend. And the fireworks were certainly flying over the centre of the city after the final stage. Off to bed and then back out for day number 1. This is the way it looks this morning. 3 stages back to back and then across past the service park and onto the longest stage of the loop at 21.43 kilometres. All kicking off the real action, but on full wet tyres today with overnight rain. Nikolai Gryazin first onto the road. .30-degree temperatures during the recce for the drivers on roads that were very, very dry, but with this overnight rain it makes the tyre choice pretty tricky on day number 1. Standing water and puddles on the bumpy Czech tarmac. Good choice of tyres for Nikolai Gryazin in the opening loop of stages in the morning, but as it dried up as the morning wore on, it just hemorrhaged a little bit of time for him. He finished the morning loop in 3rd place overall. Jan Kopecki's won this rally 6 times before, a master on these stages, and he was fastest in the opening stage of the day, stage number 2. Suffered a puncture in stage number 3. After he admitted to us at ERC radio that he was pushing just a little bit too hard. He said the tyre choice was too hard for the morning stages, but was fastest in stage number 5 and moved up to 2nd place overall.
We started quite well yesterday evening and also the first stage in the morning. But then on Semetin I wanted to push a bit more than usual because I was losing a lot of time, in the first pass. And this year I lost even more because I clipped the puncture.
So after the break we've got some more high-speed drama from the ERC as we tackle round number 6 in Zlín, the Barum Czech Rally Zlín in the Czech Republic. Welcome back to the ERC as we continue the morning stages, and the championship leader Alexei Lukanov is blasting off into the stage. The Russian rocket is a fan favourite here, showing outright speed on the stages. He took the rally lead in stage number 3 after Jan Kopecki's puncture.
Левый 0 через трамплин, 70 забор на правый 3 длинный. Может скользко.
Booted Alexei Lukanov for the 2018 season. Although he could go flat out from start to finish, a more dialed back approach from Alexei this year, ending the morning's loop of stages, leading the event.
Yeah, it's been quite exciting here. We was drifting like hell with these tires, so unfortunately I was too cautious and decided to go with wets, and not the proper choice. We lost a lot of time, but okay, no problem.
Danny Sordo is considered to be a tarmac expert and
Como
as he
desde
makes his
izquierda 9 a fondo,
debut
para derecha
appearance
9
on the
posible a fondo,
ERC,
80 frenar
he's not
ok,
taking
cruce
any
derecha
risks this
5
morning
muy
in
lenta,
early
ojo
stages and
cuneta.
as he gets used to the I-20
70.
R5 car. Slightly less power from
Confunde,
it
rasante
on the
izquierda,
world car
7
that he drives
posible,
on the
posible
World
tina a fondo,
Championship for Hyundai
150.
Motorsport. Nevertheless, he was second
Huele a
fastest
gasolina,
in the final
derecha
stage
7
of the
posible
loop
tin,
and
para
finishes the
izquierda
morning
8,
fourth position
para
overall.
derecha 7, 70, en puente más cruce derecha 6, ojo cuneta.
As for Hungary's Norbert Herzig, he's lying third in ERC Championship this season. He's a four-time Hungarian champion, but had to retire in stage number 5 after this huge crash.
Véget törik. 30, jobb 2 tempó, levág, kienged. Jobb 2 tempó, vége levág, semmi baj, semmi baj! Semmi baj, semmi baj! Meg vagyunk, minden rendben van, minden rendben van. Minden rendben van.
That's his rally over and done with, parking it on the roof in the stage. We won't be seeing Herzig for the rest of the weekend. The car was too damaged to continue on. Another Czech driver, Miroslav Jakes, local driver, and often in the top 10 finishing here in the Czech Republic over the past few years, but suffered a puncture in stage 2, had this spin in stage number 3, but then still managed to finish up the morning. Loop of stages, 5th overall in the event. The 2017 Under-27 champion, Chris Ingram from the UK, having a tough time in the rain with the wrong tyre choice this morning. He slipped out of the road on stage number 2, but didn't feel that he could push much harder in the rest of the day because this one really knocked his confidence, dropping time, getting his barrier back on the road. But Chris will continue.
Went off on the first stage and then it's just massively knocked my confidence, to be honest. I'm not quite happy with our tyre choice. I think full wets would have been better. Considering I've never driven this car in the wet, it's been challenging, but still here.
As for Rhys Yates, also from the United Kingdom, he said anything England could do, he could do better. Followed Britain off the road and out of the rally. Bruno Magalhaes second in the championship, suffering from running 14th on the road today after his slow time that he set in the qualifying stage. As we approach the back half of the season, Bruno Magalhaes is just losing confidence in the car, just not feeling like he's getting everything right all the time, from setup to tyre change to pace notes. Bruno's certainly off the boil as we head towards the end of the season. The road's getting dirty for him as well, and finishes the morning loop 10th overall. However, Alexei Lukanuk's out in front by a respectable 7.4 seconds ahead of Jan Kopecky. Nikolai Gryazin leading the under-28 class and lying in 3rd position overall on the rally. We'll be back for some more ERC action in a short while. Stay with us. From the rough stuff, it's bumpy tarmac in the Czech Republic. This is round 6 of the ERC 2018's edition, and we're all ready. Facing a daunting Barum Czech Rally Zlín. It's become more dramatic thanks to the heavy rain. In the under-27 class, the packed ERC junior field of drivers gathered ready to tackle their 4th rally of the season. Taking on some guidance at times by the ERC junior experience. An invaluable lesson for the young driver training program. The ERC junior experience is a unique opportunity to learn from some who has graduated from the junior level to the world stage. Welcoming Danny Sordo into the classroom this weekend, the drivers benefited from some great advice from the World Championship driver.
For me, it's nice to see the young drivers and the young talents, and I would like to help everybody and to have a nice chat. I think we need more of this kind of school for the young drivers, because this is like a change, you know. We need the young driver to come in with new things, a new style of drives. If you have a talent and if you really want something, you need to follow your dreams and to work for take your dream. No?
Once the action got underway on Friday night, it was a bad start for local driver Dominique Bros, who broke his gearbox with this crash in stage number 1. He could not continue. On the Saturday morning, it was a fresh start, with Simon Wagner taking an early lead. He starts a great battle with championship leader Martin Sex. He ends the day in position 2 after a slow puncture. Sindre Froseth from Norway showed good speed and promise like last time out in Rome, but a mistake on stage number 2 forced him to retire at the end of leg number 1. Tom Christiansen, he's part of the ADAC Opel Rally Junior team. The young Swedish driver makes his Czech Zlín debut despite clipping a hay bale. He won the opening stage of the day briefly, leading the rally, but is in the top 3 position with 2 stage wins to his name. Roland Stenek from Austria made a mistake, and a fast brawl for him on stage 5, losing time. Mika Hokkanen, another Barum rookie, the young Finn, is one of Sanderlock Rally's team's future hopefuls. Showed good speed, gearbox damage, and went into a ditch on stage 3. Impressive start for the Hungarian driver Christoph Klaus. Picked up a puncture in stage 3, lost valuable time, but is still 4th overall. And Martin Sex is romping home out in front. That his maiden win last time out in Rome. Currently locked in a brilliant battle with Simon Wagner at the top. 5 stage wins to his name today keeps Martin Sex out in front. In the Junior Championship, in the under-27 class, Sex has a lead of 41.5 seconds. Tom Christiansen, his teammate, is lying 3rd. The reigning ERC 2 champion Erdi Jr. has won 3 successive events this year, and he is uncontested here in his class. The Hungarian crew still keep to finish the rally to win again. Leg 1 successfully completed. Among the other ERC 3 competitors, but aren't also part of the junior category, an accident on stage 2 for the Hungarian drops him out of the contention. The 24-year-old hopes for a good result on his home event. His first appearance as part of the ERC 3 championship in a strong 6th position in his class. And back to the top now, with 4 stages left to go on Saturday afternoon. The rain may have just eased a little bit today, with the longest stage of the day at 21.4 kilometres. The Kuldavijs stage will be the last one of the day before they return to the service park overnight. Let's pick up the action with Bruno Magalhaes. Down the back today, a frustrating morning for him. He's not experienced in these conditions, and driving on wet tarmac is a delicate art to tame. Just watching him come down the stage here, the car bumping and sliding all over the place. He was not too happy with the setup of the car, finishes the day 10th overall. Fabian Crime in the under-28 class. He had his maiden victory in Rome last time out and was fastest in stage number 6 in the afternoon. Growing with confidence at every kilometre under the wheels of his Skoda Fabia. Moves up to 7th position. Also driving the Skoda Fabia R5 machinery, this is Philip Mares. Car prepared by the legend that is Roman Cresta. The cracked wheel rim on stage 6, but was still only 6 seconds off the fastest time. 2nd fastest in stage 8, and he finished the day 6th overall. Also fellow countryman Jan Černý, supported by the Czech Federation. He lost his wheel and incurred a penalty of 5 minutes on Friday in the city stage. He was posting fast times today as well. His bad luck returned on Saturday afternoon with a puncture on the final stage of the day, but he refused to give up.
Derecha 5 muy lenta y muy estrecho. 10.
In the rain.
izquierda 8 a fondo.
He's here to
40
showcase
abrirse,
the
en fin amarillo,
I-20
izquierda
R5 car
6
to
pocotín,
the
hay que dar
European
otra vuelta.
market.
6 pocotín para derecha
Suffers a
9,
puncture
30
and a
abrirse,
cracked
derecha 5
wheel rim
lenta.
in stage number 6. Having to get out and change that one. Only carrying one spare with him and 2 punctures. Had to nurse the I-20 home in the final stages of the
I
dark.
don't have nothing to say, you know, was I didn't see it really well and I just try careful, you know.
So that's the time losses for the lights, yeah?
No, of course the time is for the drivers, but the lights didn't help a lot.
Tackling the last stage in the dark. Now he's suffering without having the light pods on the front of the car. Nikolai Gryazin had a better tyre choice for the afternoon loops of stages. 4th fastest overall on stage number 6 to move him up to 2nd in the rally ahead of Jan Kopecki. But loses some confidence in stage number 8, saying that the road surface feels like ice. He finished 33 seconds off the lead in 3rd position. This is Jan Kopecki suffering another puncture on stage number 6 and dropped down to 3rd overall. That's when Nikolai Gryazin benefited. He feels like he couldn't push too hard on the stage, otherwise he would go off it. Regained 2nd position though from Gryazin in stage number 8, but still pushes hard. And had another puncture in stage number 9, but still finishes the day in 2nd position overall.
Honestly, this is our mistake, you know, that we are still in the fight because 3 punctures, you know, in one day. I feel like a rookie, you know, now. For sure, we are not giving up because, as I saw again now, we have really huge support from all the fans, you know. So it's really great to be here.
Jan wants to win this one more time, but this is the guy that's put in the cat amongst the pigeons for another year. Alexei Lukanuk is breathing down the neck of Jan Kopecki and showing blistering performance and speed in the stage. Alexei said that he didn't feel like he was on the best tyres in the afternoon, but he was fastest in stage number 7 to extend his lead by 16.8 seconds over Jan.
Actually, yeah, it was really tough and demanding, and it was hard to manage and pick the tires, so maybe it was not on the optimum compound, but in the end I'm happy.
Lukanuk is close to giving his championship hopes a massive boost here in Zlín. But it's the rally that can punish even the best drivers as we wrap up leg number 1. Lukanuk leads, Kopecki 2nd, Gryazin 3rd, Dani Sordo languishing off the leaderboard in 4th position overall. What will happen next on day number 2? Will the rain continue? Will it dry up and go back to summer sunshine? Find out in a minute here at the ERC when we continue our European adventure on the sealed surface. Welcome back to the European Rally Championship and onto Sunday's stages. It's the final day of it and more rain on the parade. Wet stages, treacherous conditions with 0 to little grip out in the stages. So the legs look like this today. It's that classic format, 3 stages out in the countryside from the service park and then back into service before doing it all again to wrap up the rally. But not even the rain could stop the fans trudging out into the fields and forests around Zlín to watch the ERC heroes battle it out on this slippy surface today. With Michelin's on his Fabia, it's Bruno Magalhaes. Yesterday he was down the bottom, but the top 10 is in reverse order for day number 2. So with Bruno finishing the day in 10th, he's first on the road today, so gets to capitalise from not having all the mud and muck pulled out onto the road, so let's see how he gets on today. Bit of a nightmare weekend for Bruno Magalhaes. Is there some positive we can take out of it?
It's difficult, huh? Difficult weekend. Now we just want to get the finish and doesn't make any stupid mistake, because in my position I'm not fighting for any position, so let's wait and see.
Allez, on s'applique, hein.
Ouais.
Ok,
with Lauren Pelling. The Peugeot Rally Academy driver. It was a tough weekend for him in the 208, the only 208 in the event. Frenchman crashed on the first stage of the day, losing 1 minute and 40 seconds by going into this ditch. Incredible how Laurent manages not to roll the car over here. And as soon as he goes into the ditch, it's straight on the power to try and paddle the car out of it. Hesitates, locks up the brakes. Losing time. Dropping. 1 minute and 40 seconds while they're waiting for the spectators to get the car out of the ditch. Superficial damage, losing the bumper on the back and damage to the front left of the car. Laurent was lucky to be here. This is Wojciech Staff, local driver, competing in Zlín. We last saw him in Cyprus earlier in the season, but he crashed in stage number 10. And by the looks of it, that one's not going any further. With Wojciech's car just blocking the road, the stage was momentarily halted just for safety reasons until the car was recovered. And then competition could resume after Staff just holding things up for the rest of us. Martin Vilek from the Czech Republic also had bad luck on stage number 11. Even though he's got experience on these roads, they were proving how difficult they were by bending his rear left of his Fiesta, not being able to continue any further. Miroslav Yates won the ERC Production Car Cup in Zlín in 2013, so is experienced on these stages and was fastest in stage number 10, but suffered a puncture in stage number 11. He had a spin in stage 12 and loses time, but still holds on to his 5th position in the event. Danny Sordo is using some of his experience from the World Championship stage for Hyundai this weekend, demonstrating it off to the crowds, showing that the i20 is a real contender with the brace of Skodas that we've got here competing in Zlín this weekend. Danny's 4th overall. Learning the car all the time, learning the tyres as well. He started the day 17.3 seconds behind Nikolai Grazik and has cut that gap now to 3.1 seconds.
Some places are a little bit difficult, but was more grip than I expected, so it's good.
It's the second day of the rally. Have you switched over from World Car to R5 car? Can you feel like you handle this and it fits you like a glove now?
Yeah, of course, it's much better than first day. I feel better in the car, so it's good.
But the pressure is growing on Gryzin with Sordo close behind him. And you see our helicopter just on the right of the screen there, trying to catch up with Nikolai as he blasts through the countryside. Stunning pictures from our eye in the sky. But Gryzin is running later on the road, and with this reverse order, you'll see more and more muck and debris has been pulled out onto the stages, making it very slippery and treacherous in place. He's pushing, but loses time. However, Jankowiecki is a master on these roads. He's been unbeaten in the Czech Republic and the Czech Championship for 22 consecutive rallies. And he's determined not to be ruffled from the top, claiming the Barum Czech Rally Zlín on the ERC. He's won this one 6 times. He started the day nearly 17 seconds behind Alexei Lukanuk, but is gaining time on him all the time and wins stage number 12. As he starts to respond to the Russian, who has the dominance of the event so far, but Kopecky is hunting him down. Alexei is known for his all-out attack and style of driving on the stages. Previous seasons we've seen him adopt the win it or bin it mentality. But He realises he's got to keep his sponsors sweet and also keep his championship hopes on target. Remember, 2 years ago he was on for a win here and ended it all in the wall on the final stage of the event. Almost on the limiter on the straight sections. Again, steely eyes of determination for him. However, Jan Kowecki is hunting him down. Just 2.6 seconds separate them at the end of the loop.
We really looking to the finish and not trying to fight with Jan. He's definitely faster and I'm not ready to take any risks. We still some places drifting and it's scary, so it's hard to read the grip sometimes and yeah, we need a really safe performance now.
Will Alexei's Czech mate Jan Kowecki take it to the top for another consecutive year? Well, we'll find out coming up after a break. Just 2.6 seconds. It's a slim, tight gap as we head into the final 3 stages on the Barum Czech Rally Zlín. It's round 6 of the ERC Championship for 2018. We'll have some more hot rally action coming up for you shortly, but we continue on the final 3 stages of this classic Czech event. Welcome back to the Czech Republic, where the Barum Rally is turning into the most treacherous event in the last few years, with heavy rain as the summer turns to autumn. It's cold and chilly out there. A very busy entry list for the Junior Under-27 Championship. The tricky tarmac conditions of the Barum Czech Rally Zlín are already claiming several victims during leg number 1. Under the Under-28 class, Dominic Brown, Sindre Forsyth, Mika Hopkinen have all retired as a result of this treacherous countryside. Gregoire Munster from Belgium, the 19-year-old guy, also retired in leg 1 with a broken suspension, but restarted for leg number 2, gaining experience. Not too bad on his first event. Matta Vita, 22-year-old from Italy, was 4th in his class in the last round in Rome, but a strong again here and 4th overall. Tom Christiansen, the young Swede, had a massive crash in Germany last weekend, knocked his confidence, but on his Czech debut in Zlín he's doing well. On form in a brand new car. Excellent drive for him here. He won 2 stages on leg number 1 and finishes on the podium in position number 3. Simon Wagner was an under-27 junior podium finisher on the last round event in 2017. He took an early rally lead, but a slow puncture on leg 1 slowed him down, and that battle with Martin Segs just wasn't to be. He mounted a big attack and had 6 stage wins in the under-27 class and finished an excellent 2nd position. Nearly caught Martin Segs out by 17 seconds. But this guy's out in front. Winning in Rome last time out, he was in the first room of the junior experience here 12 months ago. But now he's leading the championship in the Opel Radar. What a difference a year makes for Martin Segs. Fantastic driving for him. Responded well to the pressure from Simon Wagner despite the slippery conditions, so a double win back-to-back catapults him into the lead of the under-27 class.
10Ks before the finish, we almost didn't finish. We had a big moment, we went into the ditch, but it was so lucky. So the last 10Ks was just, okay, I need to finish, I need to do this, so I'm happy.
Fantastic drive from Martin Segs, a future champion of the ERC in the making. He's got all the right credibility, and so has Katie Munnings. Zlín may be the birthplace of Ivana Trump. The first lady of motorsport was definitely here this weekend is Katie Munnings, finishing 6th overall in the junior under-27 class. Winning the ladies' trophy as well. Final classifications looked like this. Segs, Wagner out on top with Tom Christiansen in 3rd. In the championship, Segs has a massive 132 points. The reigning ERC2 champion Tibor Hardy won 3 successive events this year, and he's been uncontested here in Zlín. The Hungarian driver just simply had to start and finish the rally to claim his title for 2018 in ERC2. Tibor bouncing the big Mitsubishi down the stages. This is the production car cup. Fantastic work for him as he crosses the line.
We make a good job the whole year. We 100% win all race. It's okay. That's hard job.
Time now to rejoin the main fight to the top in the ERC. Just 3 stages lie ahead. A repeat of the morning's loop of stages that caused so many dramas in the morning. Wrapping up the rally with the longest of the event, 24.8 kilometres to go. Bruno Moglej had a roller coaster season so far, 3 podiums and a victory in Greece, but this is a rally he's going to want to forget. He chose the wet weather tyre for the afternoon's loop, with lost him a lot of time on the drying stages. He managed to get just 2 championship points and wrapping up the rally in a 9th position overall. Philip Mares from the Czech Republic, also first time for him in an R5 car. He was second in the under-28 category, also 6th overall until he crashed on the last stage of the event. Back in Prague, more misfortune from Mares, promoting crime up to 2nd position in the under-28 class. German champion was doing well here. He was 2nd fastest in stage 14, finished the rally 6th overall.
30 левый 5 ровно. На правый 6 резок до тюка.
5th overall and winner in the under-28 category. He took wet tyres for the afternoon loop of stages.
30, чуть левее, 300. Прямо.
He suffered time on the drying tarmac as well. Losing time to Danny Sordo. This is Greisen's 2nd category win of the season after Canary Islands. So a positive weekend for the Russian driver. However, he's got the Latvian flag on the side of his car. That's because his motor racing licence is held in Latvia, despite him coming from Russia. And only 18 years old. His target was to win the under-28 class, not the rally. So everything all went to plan. Miroslav Yates was 5th after the morning loop, an impressive show for his first time in a Skoda Fabia R5. Made it past Greisen on the final stage of the event to take 4th position overall. Just 0.3 of a second off a podium position. This is the amount of rubbish and mud that's been pulled out in the cuts from the first pass through these stages.
Menos grip. Izquierda 6 posible a fondo. 10.
On a mission.
Derecha 6 posible a fondo.
Used to the car all weekend and also doing valuable testing of the tyres as well to see how they perform in the wet and dry conditions.
Recto a fondo 10, derecha 9 a fondo 150.
When we spoke to Danny earlier in the week, we weren't expecting him to do any wonders here, and he also thought that he wouldn't get to the top of the podium. Just with his inexperience on this surface and also the talent of the ERC regular drivers. He was enjoying himself.
Yeah, I come here, I don't know what's my position at the end, but I try to drive a little bit the cars, to take some positive things, and I need to tell congratulations everybody for the level, and I enjoy a lot, and of course thank you for all the support. Like, it was great fun.
Alexei Lukanov was the leader after day number 1, getting an additional 7 championship points for day 1. He lost the rally lead on stage number 13. He's shown his maturity as a driver, focusing on the championship. He reported some problems with power in the afternoon, but still finished 2nd overall to boost his championship campaign. After the rally, we were talking to his engineers, and they said they were actually lucky to finish the event due to a sensor problem on the engine. But they went for it, pushing hard, going for the win.
It's what we were looking for in this event, and to be second, it's just amazing. We scored a lot of points and full points for the first day. Today we're not so good, but anyway, we much improved our positions.
He was going for the win, but second overall, as he said, is what he needs for the championship. That left it all open then to Jan Kopecky, the home hero, played a perfect Sunday drive. Out of 15 stages on the Barum Rally, he won 8 of them in total over the weekend. 2 in the afternoon loop as he pushed hard, coming home. The Skoda Works driver comes back again to the Barum Czech Rally. We've seen it before in the past many times on his home soil. He remains unbeaten with Pavel Dressler in the co-driving seat.
Okay. Let's see.
Fantastic work from Jan Kopecky. This is how it was all done. Just the way the stage wins rack up.
There has to be, everything in one piece, and it seems that me, Pavel, and Skoda is working together. We are really happy because it was not an easy rally, and we were really up and down, and again up and down. So thanks to the team, thanks to the Pavel, and for the spectators because they are amazing.
At the top, it was a 2-horse race between Kopecky and Lukanuk. Kopecky just taking time and experience to nibble away from Alexei Lukanuk. 7.5 seconds the gap as they wrap up the events, but mustn't forget the other guys who were pushing hard. Danny Sordo, Miroslav Yates, Nikolai Gryazin, Fabian Prime in 6, Tapas and so on. But back down to the service parking of Kravitsky. Spray the champagne, the usual celebrations, and then on to the podium. A magnificent 7 for Kopecky. Another victory on the Barum Czech Rally Zlín for a 3rd year in a row. However, the championship looks like it's going in Alexei Lukanuk's favour. Bruno having a disastrous weekend. Alexei now with 148 points. The 2018 title is within grasping reach with 2 events left to go. The centre and Zlín for the podium. And we've been here before, we've done it on ERC before. It's no surprise, Jan's on top. That's it from the Barum Czech Rally Zlín, the last tarmac rally of the season. We switch now to the rough stuff for the final 2 of the year. And we're heading back to Mikołajki in Poland for one of the fastest rallies of the season. We're all looking forward to heading back to Mikołajki when the ERC returns in a few weeks' time for Rally Poland. From all of us here at the programme, we'll see you soon.